Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Learning with Jolene. Today we're going to actually do two videos. I'm going to do one video answering questions about nursing school versus real life nursing, and I'm going to do another video with a dosage calculation question. Stay tuned. So I have, I think, 4 or 5 questions written down. One of the first questions would be, why is nursing school so hard? And that's a very common question, a very serious question. And I think one of the reasons why is really because you are given medication. You're given medication. Yes, the doctor gives the orders, put the orders in, but if you are not careful with calculating the correct dosage, if you don't know the names of the medications, what the side effects are, you can hurt people, okay? And it's very, very serious. And because of this, we are treated differently as nurses because we are the ones that actually administer the meds. The next question is, why is nursing school books so expensive? So that's an easy fix. You can actually just rent your books. When I was in nursing school, I actually rented a lot of my books. I had nurses at my job in the hospital where I actually borrowed their books, or they basically gave their books to me. Even if it was an older edition, it still had some of the same information. I would just ensure that I went to the library to get the pages that I needed to do my homework, but it basically had the same information. So I always want to say, ask around, ask your co-workers if you work in the hospital, nursing home, if they have books. You can rent from Chegg. You can buy used book from Amazon. I actually used Chegg a lot during nursing school. You would have the book for the semester and then you would return it back to them at the end of the semester. So that was very good, so that classes that you didn't want to keep the books for, you could always send it back. The next question is, can you use a calculated Nclex? I know for a lot of the dosage calculation exams, you have to get 100%. I think some schools allow 90 or 95, and a lot of times you can't use a calculator. And the reason for this is because you don't want to depend on a calculator to get your answers. You really want to do your working out so that you can proof your work to make sure you have the right answer. If you notice, when I'm doing the calculation on the board, I don't use a calculator. I try to use memory. I try to use my timetable. I try to do division to get the answer. I'm trying to remember if they give a calculator. I don't think you get a calculator, and hence why they want you to use memory. In the real world, do you have a calculator? Definitely. You have your phone, you have a calculator, you have the pharmacy to help you with dosage. So you have a lot of resources, but I always say you want to use your own knowledge and judgment. Does it take a long time to get a job? That's a tricky one because a lot of employers want someone with experience. And if you have no experience, chances are you probably won't get hired. Right now during COVID, maybe it's a little easier to get hired because they'll welcome new graduates and train you. You do have some hospitals that have programs for new grads. You want to do your research. I live in New York. New York Presbyterian has a really good program downtown where they actually have a couple weeks that you rotate different units. So you can work in the ER, ICU, telemetry, L&D. They rotate you around the hospital, and then after your rotation, decision is made and you are a part of that, where you do decide where you want to be. If you live in Florida, Broward County, they also have a program. Memorial have a program. So you just have to do your research to see which hospitals offer that new graduate program. It's a really good program because you do get a lot of experience being in different departments. You could start in a nursing home. Nursing homes will hire you. Group homes, school nursing. So just look around to see where you can be hired. Sometimes it's not your ideal job for your first job, but I want to say that you look around and then you can always move up as you go once you get more experience. The next question is, do you really don't get to eat lunch? Some days you don't, and that's because time management is very important. Once you master time management in making sure that your meds are being given on time, your wound care is done. If you have a wound care nurse, it's so much easier because they come in and do the dressing. You make sure that the ADLs for your patients are done in a timely manner. So you really want to work with your nursing assistants, and again, your meds being done on time. If that's being done on time, then of course you can eat lunch. It does get hectic some days when you have new admission or you have someone doing a test or a surgery, but again, you have to really plan, say, okay, if I don't get lunch at 3, I'm gonna try my best to get lunch at 4. So you have to find some time for yourself or to get off the floor, or else you're gonna get overwhelmed, you're gonna get exhausted, and that's when nursing, it becomes stressful, when it's really not, if you are practicing self-care. Right? Then I have here, do I have to work in the hospital? No, you don't. I actually started out working in a nursing home, and then I went to the hospital. I've worked in school nursing. I've worked with the health department in Florida, and I've worked various places, case management, so school nursing. So you really don't have to work in a hospital 12-hour shifts. You can work an 8-hour, you can work a 10-hour. You don't have to work a 12-hour if that's not what you want. 12 hours are a plus, but once you do those 12 hours, you really do get drained and you basically sleep the next day. So you lost a day plus you lose the following day. When you work 8 and 10 hours, you can actually get sleep and be productive the next day. So you don't have to work a 12-hour shift. There's so many different areas of nursing you could work. And I learned that early on, I don't have to work in a hospital. I can work school nursing, I can work at a group home, I can work with an agency, I can work so many different places. I can do insurance, I can work from home. So just do your research and see where you would want to work and what you really like. I hope this answered some of your questions. So we'll do another video with dosage calculation. Stay tuned.